You're looking live at the Calamity Jones Hour. I'm Mandy Jones, and as next to me always is my husband Glenn. He's here in spirit. He's not dead. It always sounds like that when I say he's here in spirit. He's just working at the moment, but I wouldn't have this beautiful home or this equipment if it weren't for him. So we always give him a shout out. It is January 20th, 2023. It's the first Calamity Jones Hour of this year. Woo! I do have a guest in the studio with me. I'm just going to rattle off a couple things. On February 8th, we have the Wildflowers podcast starring myself and Miss Bonnie Scalisi, and we're going to have our friend Miss Jen Lentini on. She is a proud heart transplant recipient. I'm trying to say two words at once. Recipient. She's a proud transplant recipient. And so she's going to be talking to us about it's Heart Awareness Month. That's February 8th at 7:30 to 8:30. And then on February 13th, which is a Monday, we will be at the Avenue, formerly known as G's Club. Somebody thought I was calling it Cheese Club. It's G's Club. That's 157 Hempstead Avenue. We do a free comedy show down there every first Friday of the month. And I just want to not talk for 1 second while I get this pulled up over here. I do have a guest on that I'm going to bring on in one moment. And that was that the only other thing I wanted to announce before I bring her on? Oh, the other thing I did want to say is that on February 3rd, I already said the February 13th show. On February 11th, which is a Saturday, I will be in Pennsylvania, PA. It's an all-ladies comedy event. When you buy your ticket, you also get dinner to the comedy show. So that's a Valentine's Day weekend event, February 11th. Details on my page if you're in PA. It's going to be fun. So yeah, those are the only things I want to post or talk about. I will post those items in the comments, so if anybody's interested, they can find them. And I'm going to bring this, without further ado, I'm going to bring the guest on. She is a fellow comic and a podcaster, and I actually listened to her podcast the other night to get acquainted with her better, and I was laughing my ass off. So you're going to like this girl. She shares a name with my sister, but it's spelled differently. My friend, and now yours, Miss Janel Hamster, everybody. Let's let her hear it. Woo! Welcome. All right, Janel, I'm going to fiddle with this because I don't know why it's not working. No, remember I said, I'm going to get this working before we do the show? I do remember. And I did say that, and then it freaking went on me. So, all right, so tell me about yourself real quick. ASL, how old are you?
I am 31.
Oh, okay. I thought you were a lot younger than me. I'm going to be 33, so you're almost by the same age. Okay. And when's your birthday?
July 24th. So
oh, okay.
31 and a half about.
Okay. I always give half ages too, and people think I'm young like that. Yeah. Okay, so 31 years old. And how long have you been doing comedy? Because I've known you a couple years, I feel like. No?
No, but thank you.
I've known you 10 years. How long have you been doing comedy?
Like a year and 3 months.
Oh, okay. So then I met you right in. When I met you, I thought you had been doing comedy for like a couple of years already because you are confident on stage.
Thank you. That's not
have you always been like a class clown or like funny, or is this kind of new for you?
Privately funny.
Okay, yeah.
Like I've done other things on stage. Like I used to sing, but like weirdly, like awkwardly. I didn't know what to do with the mic, that kind of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, no. Comedically, I guess I've been funny my whole life. 10 years since yesterday. I don't know.
I don't know why this is not coming up, and it's bothering me. We might have to. I might just have to pull Facebook up on this one, which is no problem. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna do Facebook on this screen here. So I don't know why my TV's not cooperating. And we'll see who's joining us here. Come on. You might not be able to see it, Janelle. I might just have to pull it up here. We might have to.
That's okay. I just look at it the whole time.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so let me start asking you questions.
Yeah.
All right, so first of all, you don't use Glenn was like, is that her real name?
Mm-hmm.
Not in a sarcastic way, the way I just said it. He just said, is that her real name? First of all, I thought Hamster had a P in it up until like this year.
A lot of people do, and then they think it's from the porn site. Like there's an Hamster. But the porn site is actually without the P. So it's fine. But
is it just Hamster is the name of the porn site?
no, it's Hamster.
Oh, Hamster.
It's a weird name. And people think it has a P in it, but I've learned since that it actually doesn't.
Well, dumpster has a P in it, and hamster sounds like
dumpster.
So wait, how'd you pick Hamster?
That's
the reset. All right, how'd you pick Hamster?
I guess there's two parts. So like I grew up.
We got an hour.
What?
We have an hour.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean it's short either way. I grew up, I was in like the science class, we had to do an experiment, and I wanted to use, we could use like bacteria or whatever, but like I wanted a pet.
Bacteria, okay.
Yeah, it was like a biology class.
Okay, but keep going.
Yeah, so I had hamsters, but then I had to keep replacing them because they have a very short life, even if you take care of them. So that was part of it. Like I've had 26 hamsters in my life, and there's
Were you doing laboratory experiments on them? What do you mean bacteria?
I'm sorry. No, I had them like running a maze. I don't know what the other kids did. I wasn't actually very involved in the class.
Why did you give me that extra information?
They ran a maze, and I had them run a maze to music, like to see if the music affected their activity level.
How many did you have at a time?
12.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But like
okay, so you really are Janel Hamster.
Yeah.
Okay, and what were they doing? Were you gathering information?
They were running a maze. I was tracking their distance.
And how far does a hamster go?
I forgot. I was 12. But I would have them run to like...
I'm taking this like it was like a thesis. Like, okay.
It was like the high.
Okay, so this has been a nickname since you were a kid.
No, it's just been like a fact since.
Okay.
But then like in college, I really set myself up for it. Like I went to a Halloween store in 2010. Like I remember the year because apparently it's been substantial for me. But like, I found this like hamster costume. It was like a onesie with like a button up. And it was the most comfortable thing that I ever wore. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy this unless like I have 3 reasons. So I'm like, well, long car rides, sick days, playing in the snow. And so I would wear it, but I would also wear it like I was in this counseling program. They had like a talent show every year. And so I'm like, I want to choreograph a dance, but I don't want it to be serious because God forbid anyone takes me seriously. And so I wanted to wear the animal costumes. So I did it with my friend who wore my cow suit, which I also had. And we danced to Sexy and I Know It. And we went like pseudo-viral for the era, which meant like 10 views. And I would wear it around campus. And then, so I didn't want to use my real name. I went back to that. I'm like, that's the only other name that I've been known by.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have Nancy Weems, a friend of mine, saying evening Nancy Weems. We have John LaRocchia saying have a great show, kid. Love you, John. Thank you. Nancy Rizzuti saying good show. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? Okay, so something I usually ask people, what's something on your bucket list?
I mean, there's still so much travel. What's on my bucket list? Maybe bungee jumping, even though I think that I would like break my body. Like,
but then, you're not gonna break your ankle doing that.
No, I'll break like my entire I can't dive.
Spine.
I
don't want to do anything like that. It's not that I think that I would jump out of a plane before I would do bungee jumping.
I have jumped out of a plane.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fine.
And you obviously had somebody strapped to you?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And you're short, so how did that go? Because some people say they get kind of hurt.
It was highly erotic for him.
Because you were
I was like right nestled in his crotch, and like we landed like ass down too. It was like like that scene in Matilda where the girl's like thrown by the braids. Like we landed in the field, like hips,
I watched that
thrust. It was very much like that. What was your actual question? No, so
something on your bucket list.
yeah, I mean, I would bungee jump, nevertheless, but I do think that I could dive. Like, I don't know how to dive, and they tell you to kind of like jump down, but I would snap like a right? No.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. I wouldn't want to get hurt, and yeah, the thing is like even when you go to like I was gonna call it a roller coaster park. Even when you go to like an amusement park, sometimes you get like whiplash if you don't. Yeah. You have to like each one. Like Glenn will be like, all right, this one like fucks your neck up. It's like, oh okay, like, and you have to like brace the right way. It's like,
yeah,
I paid for this. Like, I mean, I like roller coasters, but I don't like when you're rattling around too much. And I feel like the jolt in bungee jumping probably kind of hurts like that. I don't know.
I've been back
know.
and forth. I might change it. Zorbing, you know, like the bubble boy situation, like the plastic, like bubble
and
soccer,
just roll around,
like roll down a hill. Like
I want to have that at my birthday party. That's fun. I'm not having a birthday party, but I want to plan one now with those things.
I looked into it a few years ago, and like the nearest place I found was in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, I can't ask people to go there and spend like God knows how much, but that actually, yeah.
They also, one of the things I thought of is I want to do I would do indoor skydiving because that's like no low risk.
They don't put a cushion down there.
But still, there's like a guy in there.
Are they attached to you?
No, they're not attached
just, like,
to you.
looking at
No,
you
every time
death.
I've seen it, there's someone like flying an advanced flyer in there with you. I don't know. I feel like that, and then you probably get, I don't know if it would be longer of a session. How long is it? How long do you plummet for when you?
It's not long. I didn't time it.
Is
I
it
had
like
other
5
things going
minutes
on.
or like 10 minutes? I mean, how
maybe I think at most
Is it like
5?
a sec? How?
Is it a sec? It's either like a minute or a decade.
Is it 20 minutes? It's probably what, 5 minutes?
I don't think it would be more than 5. Well, like the free fall.
Somebody tell me how long it takes to fucking fly.
I think the free fall is like a minute. And then you like glide down once you're in like an area.
And once they have the chute out, do you just
sit on a guy's
It's pretty.
lap? Yeah.
Are you going 100 miles an hour the whole time?
No.
Were you screaming?
I wish that would be cool. I wasn't screaming. But so they give you a video if you pay enough, and like
did you pay enough?
I did.
I feel like I would pay enough too. You feel like you have
should.
to.
Yeah, I mean,
you might as well.
It wasn't too. I went skydiving on a Groupon, which is I feel like bold. But,
yeah, questionable.
Yeah. Well, whatever. You know, I'm here.
I know. Yeah, there you go. You lived. How old were you? This was recent. COVID.
It was pre-COVID. It was 2014.
Okay. Oh, so you were kind of young then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, like, I don't know.
24, 23?
Young mid-20s, yeah. So
Okay.
like 23 maybe.
Yeah. I feel like as I'm getting older, I'm getting like, no, I think I'm getting wiser in my jump out of airplane.
I was told that was happening, and that would happen, and I'm trying to resist. Like, no, jump out of the plane. Like, drive the car into the bridge. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I didn't even tell my sister this. I had a dream that her and I were in an airplane to jump out of it, and she got scared. And I was like, oh shit, like I can't go without her, you know? Oh, Glenn's texting me. I'm making sure it's just not him and my mom both text me like, we can't hear you. They've both been known to. And I'm like, Mom, shut up. She's like, what, do you want me to not tell you? All right. So like, what was your MO in high school? What was your deal? Any subjects you liked, or did you hate school?
I don't know if I actually liked school, but that was the aesthetic.
Okay,
that was the vibe
studious.
Yeah, like I was.
I was pretty studious. I was studious.
I don't think I've studied other than law school. I don't think I've studied like a day in my life. Honestly, I don't remember it. But like I had such bad ADHD, and like I just wouldn't pay any attention at all. But then instead of studying the actual material, I would study like Latin prefixes, and I would get through tests. It was so dumb. Nobody knew me pretty much at all.
Okay, you laid low.
Yeah, except for like the younger kids who looked up to me for I don't know what reason. So I was kind of like a early groomer. Don't call me that though. Please.
No, I won't quote you on that.
No, yeah.
Okay.
But,
and any sports or any plays or any instruments?
I sang.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I was on the debate team, and I was like competitive vocalist, and those were the things.
Competitive vocalist.
A little.
Okay, I'm not gonna make you sing on here, but that's cool.
Thank you. I wouldn't.
I watch your Instagram, and not that it's a story, not that it's just photos, but no, you'll do like sometimes you'll post like music, and I feel like some of the like music if there was a Venn diagram of our music taste, I feel like some of it is overlapping. Some of the like screamo-ish
Yeah.
shit. All right. What's something not everyone knows about you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty public with my stuff.
All right. Well, in
Yeah.
high school, you didn't talk to people very much. How did you transition to comedy? What made you want to do comedy?
I mean, I always wanted to.
Okay, you've always
and like
loved
I was,
comedy.
yeah, like I was funny privately, and I'm like, well, if I could translate this to stage, that would be cool. Still figuring out like totally how to do that. I feel like my one-on-one personality is better, personally. But yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it. I wanted to for a long time, and eventually I did. That was it.
What was
yeah.
who was the first mic that you went to?
I went to the formerly known as One-Eyed Jacks. I went
yeah.
there on Labor
Yeah.
Day of 2021.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not long at all. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you. You're doing good.
Thank you.
You hosted the show that I was in the other night. Produced the show that I was in the other night, and it was the night before. I was going to say something about Abe Lincoln. It was the night before Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Not Abe Lincoln. White people stealing the show. Whitewashing America over here. No, it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So it was a Sunday night show, and it was actually a very nice turnout.
Thank you. Yeah.
I had a lot of fun. It was all nice people and stuff. And your friends taking pictures in the front. That was nice. Jan Brenner says, "Hi, Mandy. I'm launching a new pod vidcast tonight." Jan, what time? Out of respect to you, I will not announce the premiere until after you go off the air. Oh my God, Jan, I love you. You could have went at the same time as me. But Jan, our show is from 8 to 9, so we'll be off in 41 minutes. So then you can make your announcement. I will share whatever you say, Jan. Jan is... my husband's sending me. He went to in high school he was a wrestler, and they're at like an alumni event, and there's a flag with his name on it because his team went to states the year that he competed or whatever.
That's cool.
So that was the picture. I said I would send me a picture. Yeah. Okay. All right, what did we say? Something no one knows about you? We did that. All right. Favorite trip you've ever taken?
Iceland.
Ooh, Iceland.
Yeah.
What the hell were you doing in Iceland?
Just going.
Hanging?
Yeah.
Were you with Americans, eh?
With Americans? I was with one American.
No, I said A.
Oh, sorry.
Like in Icelandic. That was my Icelandic accent with never hearing somebody speak.
Clever. It sounds like Canadian a little bit, you know?
That's what they sound like. Do they speak English? No.
All of them did. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Because
Yeah.
when I went to Japan, people spoke English too, so they could speak like enough English. Or you
Oh,
had
yeah.
to learn. What other language do they speak?
Icelandic.
And what does that sound like? It sounds like German, probably.
Kinda, yeah.
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 Rough.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to say. It's
And what were you
bouncy.
doing there? What did you do while you were there?
That was my bar trip. You take the bar exam, and then a lot of people go on a trip.
Oh, I thought
so.
you meant like a bar crawl.
No.
Like that's what a lot of people do in college.
No, it's so
Oh, okay.
expensive there, actually. Like, you bring your own alcohol if you want to go.
Oh,
and, like,
really?
Yeah, maybe one night you splurge, but it's so expensive there. Because they're in the middle of nowhere, so
So
even
what?
their food is
There were
crazy.
smart people lecturing. Is that what you were listening?
No.
You literally were just
No, I
hanging
was
out.
celebrating after I took the test. So it was just my best friend and I.
Oh, other people who took the bar exam.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can travel wherever. It's kind of like customary. You pick a place, and like people go to like
Got it.
islands because they're cool and like bathing suits, and then like I'm like.
And how long?
A week or so. Yeah.
Okay, and it was warm while you were there? You said bathing suits?
No, I'm sorry. People like go to like other people, cooler people. They go to like the Bahamas.
bathing suits.
We did not wear bathing suits. It was warmer than usual.
What month was it? Do you remember?
August.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it was warm?
It was their summer, so they had like the midnight sun, and it was pretty much dark for like 4 hours a night.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know how, that would fuck me up, I think, living somewhere that had something weird like that.
I mean, if you lived there, maybe you'd get used to it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not if you grew up not living there, but.
I'm so manic depressive that I feel like I would just acclimate to whatever it was. Like, I'd be like, all right, now I'm doing 12 hours of fucking sun. I don't think it would be good.
That's kind of how it was. It was like 10 o'clock, and it's like, it's still light out. And my friend, she's such a sleep body, and she's just like, let's go to sleep. And I'm like, it's still light outside. It's still noon.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I would be. At least for a week. Like,
yeah.
We went to Vegas in October, and I was like, oh, this is my time zone, man. I totally acclimated. Like, I was not jet lagged for a second because they're 3 hours, and that was perfect. I had to be at my convention at 7 in the morning, and I'm like, oh, 10 a.m. is perfect.
Yeah.
I've usually been awake and eaten twice, at 10 a.m. Like, this is great. So you make a joke in your act about, oh, it's taken me 6 minutes to talk about being a vegan, so we're going to talk about being a vegan about 26 minutes and 22. No, because you're always posting about food and stuff, and it's not easy to eat healthy at all.
No.
What do
It's too easy. It's one of the two.
What do you do? What are your favorite things to make? What's your go-to? My mom's saying hi, Mandy and Janel, and she's spelling it how she's spelled her baby Janel. Mom, it's Janel with one N and one E. My sister's Janelle. So just take the L and the E off the end.
Yeah. No, that would be the only other white Janelle I've ever known, honestly.
We had a black Janelle who spelt it like my sister at my school.
My mom got my name from Oprah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, she had a guest on Oprah, and she spelled it your sister's way. And she's like, well, let's just lob that off. I'm lazy, like that kind of thing. But I like to eat tacos.
Wait, why the tacos?
What?
Oh, I was asking you what you ate.
Yeah, no, I derailed.
Okay.
So
what
back
about
to tacos?
Okay, I saw you put a blueberry on a taco, not a single blueberry.
That was the bougiest taco I've ever had.
Was it good? Because I love blueberries.
It was good. So
I saw that and I was like, oh, she might be onto something with that.
So it was a vegan goat cheese, asparagus, mescaline, balsamic.
Mescaline?
Yeah.
That sounds like you'd get fucked
It's
up.
just lettuce.
I
Balsamic
did mescaline in college.
Oh, no.
That was a fun one. Okay.
Yeah.
My mom says she loves Oprah. Yeah, Mom, that's probably where you got Janelle's name also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where Mom, where did you get Janelle's name? If you can go out on that tangent.
No, please.
And I think my name, is it the Boston song Amanda, or did you just love that afterwards, Mom? I think my name was just becoming popular, and I think it was a toss-up between that or Katrina, and they literally voted. Mm-hmm. The nurses voted. And that's why I'm an American. They voted in the room.
Yeah.
And if there were different people on staff, I might be Kat Jones right now. Mm. But I'm Mandy Jones, so we're good. All right, so how do you stay motivated? You're always working out also.
I was.
I know, until you broke your ankle.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, my foot.
How do you stay motivated? Are you someone that just is natural, or I'm trying to push myself to be a little better? It's hard.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess.
What do you do? Are you yoga? Are you running? What do you do?
I used to be running and walking a lot. And weightlifting.
That's what they say. Walking. That's my one aunt. She's just fucking. Yeah. And she just always walked, and she never had a gym membership. She always worked out at home.
Yeah.
Videos and stuff.
If you get into yoga, it can be addicting. I've had periods of my life where it's just every day, twice a day, that kind of thing. I haven't done it recently, but I'd like to again. I know once I start,
The cool thing about yoga is you can isolate parts of your body, so you really can, you can do your hands and stuff, while your foot's, fucked up. You can still kind of keep,
They have a lot of modifications.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because, I feel knock on wood, if I were to get hurt, I feel I would be hyper, on the other part of it. I need to be, doing my arms because
Yeah.
I'm not like, I mean, you're walking around like you're not supposed to be, but.
I know. I know, I'm terrible.
Would you have a crutch or something? Well, I guess
yeah.
can you get around? I mean, or would you if you go to the supermarket or something?
I think that crutches would be recommended, and I just resist.
The doctor told you what you do, and you're just like, yeah, right.
I got a new boot, all right?
Okay, well, that's good.
Yeah,
you're supposed to throw them out every time. You're not supposed to hoard them.
I didn't know that until you said it.
Oh.
I've worn.
That's why you keep freaking... No, that's not true. I don't want to say that.
No, I
but
don't know.
No, but there's a Gucci, Janel.
What?
It's like it's a Gucci. It's like a bad luck.
Okay.
It's an omen.
Well, maybe. Yeah, my friend was just like, you might need a witch doctor at this point.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
He called the witch doctor. He told him what to do. I don't know if it's true, but what's his face? Michael Friedman does a joke about he brought a piece of like a rock home from Hawaii from his honeymoon, and apparently that'll curse you for like 25 years. And his joke is that not only did he take it, but he also brought it back. So that's like one of those things.
Isn't
like,
that supposed to fix it? I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what the joke was, and then his joke is that he leaves his wife. That's how he's like, oh, and I finally found peace because I left my wife there. Like, it's one of those just like classics.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. But that's just the same like sentiment.
Yeah.
You had mentioned so you had said you went to Iceland. When I listened to your podcast doing homework listening to you, you said you went to Ireland. Was this in one swoop?
No.
Did you just go around the world in 80 days, or did you just keep going home?
I only went there and then back to...
Those are the two places, those are the two times you left the country?
Yeah. Bermuda's technically out of the country, too.
Okay, so tell us about Ireland. What were you doing there?
That was just a regular trip. That was fun.
Okay.
I went with two of my best friends. That was pretty much it.
Friends from high school?
No. One was from law school, and then one was from undergrad.
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
And that was what, a week also?
About, like, a little more.
Where'd you go?
Where did we go? I'm mixing up these trips now. We rented a car. We went all around.
Okay.
So, I don't know, there's this one lake or whatever where they have, like, the, I don't know any of the science words. The sparkling items. I don't know in the lake. It's like a midnight.
Okay, I didn't see sparkly stuff when I was there. We're not particularly sparkly.
Well, I mostly saw green. But
Ireland's beautiful. And did you go to the Cliffs of Moher?
Yeah,
okay.
we went there. Okay, thank you. Now you're triggering it.
That was great.
We went to Inishmore, so we took a ferry for like the Seal Island. We almost got lost.
Seals?
Not lost at sea.
Oh, that's fun.
It's not a whole island of seals, but it's a small island, and you rent bikes and you go around. It's like, I don't know, kilometers to miles. I think it's like 10 kilometers, so that's whatever it is. And,
okay.
And I don't know.
Google it if you will.
But they have like an isle with seals, and we went too far out, and then the water level rose, and we were stuck out there with them. I don't know.
I'm sorry. It's not that I'm not fully listening to you.
Fine.
It's that I'm not fully listening to you because my mom's saying, Mandy. Oh no! Oh my God! I just can't read. I see Taz saying Mandy and my mom saying I love Oprah. I thought my mom was yelling at me because it was all in caps. Sorry, Taz. Taz is saying Mandy. What up, Taz? I love you. Oh, and my mom says in a baby book is where she got Janel. And yep, mine was by the song Boston, by Boston. Okay, which is a great song. Okay, guys. Okay. Okay, so you've been to Ireland, you've been to Iceland.
Yeah.
We were talking about last podcast on the wildflowers. I had asked your friend Chris Williamson this question. If a song played every time you walked into the room, what song would it be?
Waka Waka by Shakira.
Okay.
I don't know.
You had a couple of song references on your...
Karma Chameleon by
Oh, okay.
Culture Club.
That's fun. That's fun. On your podcast, I do just have one bone to pick with you.
Oh,
well,
please.
maybe two. Maybe, I don't know,
please.
my mom's listening. All right, you don't wear socks. Are you wearing socks right now?
Yeah, wait, I don't wear socks?
You were saying you have like an aversion to socks. Is that your friend was saying that? Or is that you saying that?
I mean, I don't like
Somebody was saying they don't wear socks, and I'm like, wait a minute.
No, I'm wearing socks.
Okay.
I don't wear them around the house. I wear slippers.
Okay, that's different.
But like
barefoot in a house is just not okay. Slippers is what the Japanese do.
It's just uncomfortable. I don't know.
What, socks they're restricting?
Well, yeah, that's my issue with socks. That's why I don't wear them around the house. But like, I do wear socks.
Okay, because there are people that do like sneakers and no socks. And
No.
And they swear that their feet don't smell. And I'm like, they do though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. We're good. Okay. We're good. We'll give you plenty of time. You talked a lot about animals. I'm going to spare you of that. All right. Wait a minute. You had a book. This is a two-parter.
Okay.
You had a book that you had. First of all, you wrote it when you were a child, so I want to know about the contents of the book. And second of all, you said that it was dedicated to something very interesting.
Oh no, that was that episode.
Wait, this is funny.
I know, it's fine. I just when you mentioned listening to that episode, like I looked at the highlights, and you can only include so much. I'm like,
oh, you guys check the highlights? That's great.
Well, yeah, no, I listed like a table of contents that like I feel like only I understand.
That's good. No, I should do that with this because it's important.
It just ascends in the madness, you know, and I don't know. But
okay, so what did you dedicate the book to?
Well, it was about Titanic.
Okay, the book was about Titanic. A review of Titanic, the movie?
No, just the facts.
That was a history report.
Just what everyone knew already that I also knew after reading all their books.
Was this typed or it was handwritten?
It was handwritten.
Okay.
And like terrible handwriting, but legible enough for me to know about it now. So it was dedicated to the raccoons that were living in my cousin's house's walls.
I just thought that was so funny.
That's it too. Like I loved people at the time, and I'm just like, they got an exterminator. I'm sure that they killed the raccoons, right? That's what happens. They wouldn't tell me at the time, but now.
Oh my god!
I'm just like, oh, they sound cute. They sound great.
There's people I love. To my mother and the raccoons.
Nope. Hierarchy. Raccoons invading my cousin's walls.
Oh man, I just really laughed out loud. Like it was just so funny. Just because like kids are just so funny and like creative, and like just like the fact that you heard about that and fixated on it.
That was my entire personality for probably that whole month. I don't know.
My sister, she was living in, I think she was in Brooklyn at the time, and there was like a hole in the hallway ceiling, and my cousin Bon walks in. She's like, "Oh, you got raccoons?" And my sister's like, "What?" My cousin's like, "That's a raccoon hole." And my sister's like, "Okay," like no. And literally like 2 months later, like exterminator, like my sister's like, "Oh, I guess she was right about the raccoons." Because raccoons can be big.
Yeah.
I actually like raccoons, even though I don't like them taking out of I don't like seeing them.
I like raccoons. Yeah, they're fine.
The little ones are really cute.
They have a bad reputation, but they're hardly ever rabid, and that's true. So
well, when you see them outside during the day, is that true?
That's a bad sign.
I thought it was birds it was probably like a month ago. Outside, I heard like the weirdest clicking, and I'm like, that's a bird. I go outside, forgot where I was going or doing, and I see like by the moonlight, like in the tree, dude, it like big 2 raccoons, like they were fighting, I guess.
Yeah.
And I beeped the horn. I was like, hey. And then I had like a vision of it like jumping out the tree, and like, dude, it was way far up in the tree.
You were like the cop that knocks on the window on like the cliff where
Break
the kids
it up.
are hanging. Like they were fighting, or they were, I don't know.
It's like, get out of here. Not on my property. But it sounded nasty. I don't think they were doing the nasty. Speaking of...
Oh, God. Bad sign.
Glenn texted me the other day. He goes, I just saw 2... I just saw 2 squirrels fucking up a tree. So I'm, in my head, I'm thinking, oh, like squirrels like pulling bark off a tree. You know, destroying, like fucking up.
Oh, okay. I get that now.
And then he sends me a video of just squirrels literally just humping as they're going up the tree.
Just like bounce.
Yeah, bounce, bounce. And him and his brother just hysterical laughing on the video. And I was like, I honestly think that's shareable, hon. I think
the tree was unharmed then?
Yeah, the tree was not fucked up. They fucked up the tree, but they did not fuck up the tree at all.
Yeah.
It was hilarious, though. He caught it. Well, first they were fighting, and he was like, oh, shit. They're like, and then I guess they were fighting for one of their loyalty because it was 3 fighting.
Okay.
And then 2 had a romance up the tree. But, yeah, so you've always been, obviously, people that are animal people. And you had 12 fucking hamsters. Did you have other pets at the time?
I had 26 hamsters total because they die and you have to replace them.
Okay, but you had
12 at a time.
12 at a time.
Yeah.
But, okay, what else did you have during the time? You have cats and dogs? Yeah.
Dogs.
Is your dog
cats.
a golden retriever?
She's a Finnish Spitz, but no one knows what that is.
Okay.
And she's not a purebred
Because
either.
her ears, I was like, I don't think she's a golden retriever because her ears she look like shepherd-like.
Yeah, I don't know. She's a mutt for sure.
Really cute.
Thank you. I'll tell her.
What's the dog's name? Zoe?
Zoe, yeah.
And that's the only pet you have right now?
Yes. Yeah, right now. So I had to like.
What, you got a mouse in your pocket? You had to think about that?
Here. No, I had like 2 pet losses last year. So I'm just like, there's no one else still alive. It's just Zoe, right?
What kind of animals?
I had a Shih Tzu, she was a purebred, I think, but she was adopted from like this woman that died.
What was
like,
her name?
Buttons.
Oh,
she was the light of my life.
Sorry.
No, that ruined my whole life. All of the problems you see, it came from her death.
Oh my god.
I love that.
Sorry, dogs.
Like,
they're like members of the family. I don't have any pets.
I sleep with her ashes on my bed, like where she used to sleep. You want like a window into my trauma. But we also had Jackson, who was a cat, and no one knows cat breeds except for weirdos, right?
So what color was he?
He kind of had stripes. Like gray and black.
Okay, gray stripes.
Like kind of tawny. That's a word. Yeah, he was like I don't know.
And what was his name?
His name was Jackson.
Oh, Jackson.
Like eventually, his name was originally like Mia or Athena. Like we thought he was a girl. He went to 3 vets at the beginning, and they're like, he's a girl, but like no one says hung like a cat. And
you telling me 3 vets?
Well, I think the 3rd one was like, this is a boy. Why is his name Athena? That's a weird name for a boy cat.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, he had the smallest cat dick probably of anyone. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, dogs you can see their junk. You can't,
Yeah.
How do you, I guess even vets
I
don't
never
know.
did my whole... I knew him for 10 years. I never saw his dick. So...
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah, please.
Who inspires you? Other than
what?
Something changed. Dance, everybody.
I don't.
Anything good? Do you listen to any books or you read anything interesting?
I used to read more. Yeah.
Okay.
I
need to read more. That's one of my goals for this year.
I'm looking to get, back into it. I used to.
I do the audiobooks. I like to listen to people read to me.
That's easier. It's better. Like
if you have a library card, it's free. Do you know that? Everybody should know that. My grandmother always did the audiobooks because she liked reading, and then when she got older, she just wanted to be read to. She didn't want to fucking... I think it was looking at it. It's hard to read. It's like small. So. And
then when your eyes get tired.
All right. So nothing, no movie stars or anything that you, any comics you look up to?
Oh,
Not locally.
Sure, tons. Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing? All right.
No, tons. But
that's fine.
Tons. I don't know. Like,
how do you know the co-hosts that you do your podcast with? Because you guys seem to all work well together.
Yeah, we had a really good vibe. So John was my ex-boyfriend and first love. I know.
Oh, wow.
And Katrina was...
When was that? Years ago?
Oh, yeah, like
Oh, well, you said first love. Sorry.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, like
Obviously, you're a kid.
2009,
Okay.
about
Sorry.
there. We met in 2009. We dated for 2 years.
Okay.
Katrina is his current girlfriend, but she was also the best friend of the girl he cheated on me with back in 2011.
Okay.
2010.
So love triangle. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. No, you've known each other for years. Okay.
Yeah, kind of.
And she's his new girlfriend from you. Oh, you've known her.
Yeah, I mean they've been dating for a few years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's cool that you all get along.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we recently had a falling out unrelated to all of that, but.
Oh, you're not doing your show anymore?
No, I will be. Yeah, but like a reboot, just
okay.
me or yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then who was he? Were you doing the boarded stuff? Who was doing the recording?
I was.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No,
okay.
I was running all of that. So.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be like unaffected except for the dynamic, and I'll have the same. I'll have special guests going through.
Okay,
so,
that's cool. I like the guest feature because, like, as much as Bonnie and I have to say, it's like having somebody different every time. People like to see new stuff, and it's like a different, we're going to talk about different stuff that me and Bonnie are going to talk about, and then, everybody has different conversations. So, like, that's cool. That'll be fun. And that was out of your house. You were doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Really excited to keep that going.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so when you know about that, you'll have to let me know, and I'll help share it. I'll share the old ones too, because I was, like I said, I was laughing.
Yeah, it'll come back in like 2 weeks. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. People don't realize it takes a lot to get these going. Okay. If the Olympics had a mundane task, what would you win the medal in?
So, like, not a sport in the Olympics? Like, just some...
Like, I'm pretty good at, I like laundry. I would say I'm pretty good at laundry would be my...
Laundry would not be mine.
be my forte.
Is cooking mundane?
Yeah, that's pretty mundane. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You're a good cook.
Yeah.
That's good because you need cooking to survive.
Yeah.
Do you ever use because I cook with them all the time, you use the, meatless crumble things? You ever eat those? Because I recently have been making meatballs with them.
Okay.
And Glenn was like, so I asked him for the other night, I'm like, what do you want for dinner? He writes taco balls. I'm like, you want me to invent something? And okay. And actually I made a meatball with taco fucking seasoning, and they actually came out pretty good.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the fucking packaging said, oh, make the crumbles into a hamburger or a meatball. I'm like, did I just unlock a new level of vegetarianism? Because we don't cook a lot of meat here. Every once in a while we do, but I don't eat a lot of meat. I mean, the only meat I eat is if somebody else prepares it. Right. And I'll eat Chinese food and stuff, but that's good. Cooking's good, and cooking's something I didn't do until I was older. Like my mom, I love you, Mom, but my mom was not taught how to cook, so she has a very my mom now actually is more adventurous / makes more stuff up. My mom says Mike's in the room. Hey Mike, that would be my stepdad. Taz saying love you. Hey Taz. Oh, and Taz's mom. Hey Chris Smith. Love you all. All right, we got more time. We are at 44 minutes. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Something you can't live without. I saw somebody the other day, they had posted, if you were an action figure, what 2 accessories would you come with? And I had to think of what mine would be. Mm-hmm. People started writing a bong, and I was like, ooh, that would probably be... I'm a heavy smoker. That would probably be one of them. I don't know. I think I would say a microphone and a bong.
Okay.
Would probably be my accessory. Something you're always with. Are you a chapstick person? What are your things you can't live without?
I am, but I think I'd like to think I could live without like a pen.
Okay, writing.
Yeah, and.
Okay, yeah,
because
you were
spatula. I don't know.
You were writing historically about the Titanic. Do you write other stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I used to more. Yeah, like I had a blog, poetry, songs. I used to.
Oh, okay.
That was my first
writing and singing songs. That's good.
Yeah, I started a book a while ago.
You should keep doing that.
I will.
That's honestly something I've started. It's it's not good or anything, but it's. Everybody should be. That's my friend Valentina. She's like, everybody needs to write a book. She's like, it'll change your life, because she's written and published books. So
yeah,
do it. Amazing. So keep going.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's good. Writing. Okay, so pencil. That's one thing. And what else?
Spatula probably.
Okay.
I cook a lot.
Okay. Do you bake or just cooking?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah. More cooking.
And all vegan. That's hard.
You get you get used to it, and you have more ingredients once you
Yeah.
stop thinking of a certain category of ingredients.
Yeah,
So,
this is true. This
Yeah.
is true. Like you said, like the blueberries. Well, I said you had blueberries in the tacos. It's like one of those things. I was like, oh, never like thought about it.
Yeah.
That was something I didn't think of until recently. Like people mixing like hot items with cold items. I'm kind of like weird with that.
Yeah.
Somebody made like a Southwest bowl for me recently, and it was like like yellow rice, then like spinach not cooked, corn cooked.
Yeah.
And then like a couple, what else was there? Dressing. There was a couple things.
Have you had corn not cooked? I'm honestly asking. Like, I haven't.
I don't know if I did on purpose.
On purpose?
I don't think anyone's ever served me corn uncooked, but I guess it's fine, right?
I mean, you're not gonna die. Yeah, but I don't think I guess
I've
I'm wondering
eaten
if
cold
it's like hard.
SpaghettiOs.
Okay. Also not gonna die.
Not gonna die. No, honestly, not the worst thing I've ever eaten. I mean, I wasn't even starving. I was just hungry. Like, and this wasn't.
Yeah.
I was not at my house. We were at Glenn's house, and he was like, "It's fine. It's the same thing." It was his house when we were kids.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
This isn't a judgment. I don't know if I've ever had them, but like I don't.
I'm not someone who makes I never really make like cold pastas or anything. Like I'm kind of weird about that.
Like no pasta salad, that kind of thing. Or yeah, I'm not.
I'm like apprehensive. Like my cousin, she has a retreat every year. It's all ladies go, and the first thing she served the first night was like a cold pasta, and I'm like, it's pretty good. This is like it's just my texture, taste bud, sensory alerts kind of go up with cold stuff that's supposed to be hot like that. Cold pizza, can you eat that?
I can.
If you're starving
When I'm
or
like-
for fun? Because Glenn will like eat a cold slice of pizza while he's looking for what he's gonna
Some
eat.
people love cold pizza. Like that's their preferred form of pizza.
Go ahead.
To each his own. I don't know.
My brother growing up was cold spaghetti, not butter on it, just plain spaghetti out of like my mom would cook spaghetti and then like just put it in like a bag and he'd eat it like a bag of chips. Like weirdo picky little kid. I love him to death, and he actually he goes from vegan to vegetarian to eating stuff. He's always been he's always been experimenting because ever since he was a kid, he found that red meat upset his stomach.
Yeah.
So he started supplementing, changing. Then, like when he was younger, like teens, like he found like his skin wasn't bad. His skin was bad. He Googled it. It's like cut out cheese, cut out, So he started. Your skin's very clear.
Thank you.
And that's probably, I'm sure, your diet has something to do with it.
Thank you.
I'm sure. But yeah, all those different things. But yeah, when he was a kid, the cold fucking spaghetti. No, that's good that you can cook. Like I said, I'm getting more into it. And with like you said, the getting used to what even ingredients to use.
Right. Like I learned how to cook. I mean, when I went vegetarian like 16 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And so I learned how to cook certain things. And then when I went vegan, you have to learn how to cook new things. And so it's like I learned how to cook twice. And so it was a whole process. I don't know that I would if I didn't do those things, like actually learn how to cook. Because you'd just be eating what you're served, right? And
yeah.
now I have to like bring my own food for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I know. You guys start thinking about everything. And it's also you end up saving money. That was the one, that was honestly why we started not eating meat. Glenn was like, beans? Literally eating beans is so fucking cheap. We weren't even eating the meat crumbles. We were just eating like the first thing he made was bean salad cold. Yeah. Beans out of a thing, not cooked. And that's what we would eat. And I was like, fucking. I mean, I own a house now, which is great. But like,
I didn't come in here with like a vegan agenda, but it's true. Like people think that vegans spend all this money. It's just like beans and rice.
Yeah,
you can't get anything cheaper than beans and rice.
Maybe the fake cheese is where you're gonna spend.
Right, but fake
real
cheese is pretty terrible. So
and real cheese is expensive. So if you're not gonna eat real cheese and you go to eat fake cheese, I honestly think it probably, other than the meat, it probably evens out with the other stuff you buy, right?
I think so. It's just like the fancy produced cheeses, the fake meats or whatever. Although I never look at real meats, so I think it's probably the same, at this point.
Yeah.
But eggs are like, my family just did like $10 for
eggs. Everybody's
crazy.
talking about that. I mean, I do still eat eggs, but everybody's like joking about it.
Yeah.
That they're like, Glenn even said to me, he's like, look at the price before you just buy them. But we were fine. I have eggs. I can afford them this time.
I'm sure.
Okay, what's the worst job you ever had?
I worked at a trade school. It was an automotive trade school, and they hired me specifically because I was 21 and hot, and they wanted to recruit young men. And they didn't tell me that because that's illegal, right? but then like when I was like compassionate about it, like don't dump $60,000 for a year into a trade school. When I was like that with the people, they were like, all right, you were just supposed to be hot and dumb. Like, and it was a really messed up 4 months. I don't know. And then I left because I was sad.
So you were were helping recruit then?
Yeah. Yeah, they insisted, like, I was an admissions representative.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to be called a recruiter, but I was a recruiter.
Okay.
Period. Like, that's what it was. I was a salesman. I'm not, like, a natural salesman.
Okay.
That's not my vibe.
And so they had you going to different places, or you were always at the same place?
No, I had to, like, cold call people.
Oh, that's rough, dude.
Yeah, and then I would get them to come in because I'm like, cute, attractive.
Oh, my God.
And then I would, like, the tight suits. It was crazy.
I remember the Dowling College called me when I was in high school, and that was the first time I got like a call like that, and the girl was so sweet, and I like didn't have any friends because I was a fucking moody bitch. And I remember talking to the girl for like an hour, and I remember my mom, and then I thought about it like, oh, she's like, my mom was just like, no, this is like a fucking, they call everybody like that. But I just thought like, oh, it's like nice lady, and I wasn't thinking. In retrospect, I remember like giving the lady way too much info. Like, oh, I'm in my addresses. No.
I get like that now about anyone who pays attention to me. Like, it's terrible. I'm like, friends, it's so nice.
My one uncle used to put people on hold. He'd call and be like, hold on a second. Coming right back.
Yeah.
Do you do art? What? Are you an artist? You strike me as someone who could like draw.
I mean, I can draw better than I guess most people, but I'm not like a.
Okay.
Yeah. My brother is like, it's in the family. Like, there are artists in the family, so I grew up like.
All right. So no painting, no.
I used to do painting.
Okay.
But, like, more abstract.
Okay. Yeah, that's me too.
Basically not painting.
It can't be wrong when it's.
Yeah, when it's just like awesome and you're throwing shit.
Oh my God, people playing with paint online now, like literally like dripping it. I'm like, it's literally.
I used to like melt crayons with a hairdryer, and I'm like, I'm amazing.
I was melting crayons like 4 months ago. We were melting crayons onto pumpkins.
It too.
I don't know why we were doing that.
Pumpkins?
Yeah.
Halloween decorations.
I think my friend brought it up, and then we were like, yeah, we have to.
It's fun.
Yeah, no,
It's like a therapeutic process to like melt a crayon.
Yeah, I melted a bunch of them to a little canvas. And it's all, I have it upstairs. Yeah. It's all covered. Yeah. And then I was putting glue on it to get it to stay, so it's just really it's a mess, but whatever. It's art. It is.
Yeah, it's art.
It's a reflection of me. Now, you just have one brother?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Older.
You ever prank anybody?
I mean, only a little. Like, I'm bad at it. I'm so like transparent.
A little? What? Like what?
No, I went on a trip and I pranked my friend, telling her that I got arrested, and like just hid behind a fence eventually a little bit. Like, I'm like, or my friend got arrested. I forgot which. But I'm like, she got arrested. This is a terrible trip. These are all the details. And she's like, I need a picture of this shit. And then eventually we had to take a picture behind like a normal fence. And she's like, you're in the woods. Like, this is a playground. But I've done that. I've done fake pregnancy scares to my friends too.
Oh, okay.
Which is fun. Yeah. But just them, honestly.
Yeah, okay.
Just people that should know better by now, but just never do.
Amanda, you telling the lady, yeah, I'm home alone now? I didn't tell the lady I was home alone, Mom. You dumb. Love you, Mom. It's not, my mom was there. Andrew Fremner saying hello, everyone. Hey, Andrew. He always jumps on. All right, 5 minutes left. You love animals. What is your spirit animal?
I don't No. No, I don't know. I don't
Something
know.
in the bird family?
Do I remind you of a bird?
No,
I
bird
should've said
soar.
hamster.
People,
That would've been
people.
so easy.
Well, people. I didn't know if you were gonna go for hamster category or there's so many different birds. People love birds.
Yeah, I don't know enough about them, but I guess there's probably a bird. Like maybe a penguin. Like I can't fly, but I can waddle and fall
Penguins
down.
are adorable.
Yeah, like they should break
And
their
they're
limbs
like
more than they
totally
do
not
them.
traditional, like how the men like sit on the eggs and stuff.
How do the men sit on the eggs?
The women like leave the egg as soon as they have it.
And they're just like,
They peace out.
You
Yeah, I'm
incubate this shit?
you can search that and tell me I'm wrong later. But
I respect that though.
No, I'm pretty sure they like go on a women's cruise, an all-lady penguin cruise. All the penguin ladies. All the penguin ladies. I'm pretty sure. We'll
So
Google it.
that sounds great. I'd like to be. I'd like
Yeah, and
that
I
one.
think I don't know if they just sit on it until it hatches. I guess because it's an egg, right?
Girls just like forever. They just sit on their.
Yeah,
kids
we'll
until
Google
college.
it. We'll Google it in 3 minutes. We'll know the answer. No, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't just make that up out of nowhere.
I'm sure that
We're gonna
didn't,
find
no.
something about the male penguin. All
Penguins
right.
are weird. Yeah,
No, that's cool, and they swim. Penguins are really cute.
they are. That's not why I picked them. I think just like the falling on their bellies thing was why I picked
They're not athletic. Are you not athletic?
I don't know anymore. Clearly
Dance? You strike me as someone who would
not. I
dance.
used to teach Zumba,
Okay.
but not anymore. So we'll see about going back
Okay.
to that. I'd like to. I love dance. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you want to share with us? What do you have coming up? What's new and exciting? Any shows you want to promote?
No. So, but I'm starting the Hamsteria podcast again.
Oh, and
coming by the end of the month. Yeah.
And
that's my
tell
goal.
me about the open mic.
Yeah. So that's starting next Tuesday. It'll run every other Tuesday in New Hyde Park.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have the exact address. At the Angry Gnome Pub.
The Angry Gnome Pub.
Yeah.
Every other Tuesday?
Yeah.
Starting Tuesday the 24th?
Yes.
All right. Go
Yeah.
see Janelle.
It will be a lot of
Is it
fun.
comedy and other?
No, just comedy.
Just comedy.
Yeah.
All right. So go practice your stuff,
And then
girls
come
and
say hi,
boys.
please.
I'm gonna try to go honestly because I have some stuff that I'm working out that
Yeah.
is not ready, stage ready yet, and I need to work it out. So I told Karen Margaret I want to go to the Vintage one because I've never been there, but I
Yeah.
want now. I saw that you posted yours, so I want to.
Vintage is great too, but
I've never
yeah.
been there. I'm sleeping on it.
I've been wanting to start like another supportive mic, like locally in Nassau.
Yeah, and you got a different night of the week, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
hoping
good.
it works out.
No, that's
for
really
sure.
good. So that's the Angry Gnome
The
Pub.
Angry Gnome Pub in New Hyde Park.
All right, guys. I'll post that in the chat also. Yeah, that's everyone we got at the moment. I think that was all my questions that I had for you. The only other things that I wanted to promote were the things I said in the beginning. We have February 11th in Pennsylvania. That is the Keystone stage. That's the old ladies comedy show headlined by Kathy Arnold. And that's dinner and a comedy show. February 8th, we have the Wildflowers here with Bonnie Scalisi and Jen Lantini. And then on February 13th, next month, just around the corner, second Monday of the month of February, we have Nick Taylor at the Avenue free comedy show. And we have a couple comics that are from out of town / the city. So if you're in Long Island comic, come down because it's probably jokes you haven't heard. Janelle, anything else you want to say?
No.
All right, Janelle was awesome. Janelle
Thank
Hamster,
you.
guys. That's the show. Everybody get home safe. Have a good night. Love you, Mom. Love you, everybody. And that's the show. All right, we got to end it now. Got it. All right, love you guys.